Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review on The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So let's begin with this review. I apologise if I sound a little tired in this review. I just don't know, I just really am kind of tired today. This was a long movie, like 2 hours 40, and yeah, I felt longer than that for me, but yeah, we're here now, and yeah, let's just get into the review. So I'll start with the positives of this film. So yeah, one thing for sure definitely is that the return to Panem. I wondered how they were going to pull this off. Obviously, this is a prequel to the quadrilogy, like the Katniss Everdeen story arc. This is 64 years, I think, before the first movie, and yeah, this is when President Snow is 18, and yeah, this is before he became the president of Panem. Yeah, one thing I definitely liked was that how they could capture the feeling of Panem and like the overall image of Panem, and like take that city we all know and love from the movies we've seen before and incorporate it into a time before a time in the past. So that's pretty cool. I also thought the cast did a good performance as the characters, like Tom Blythe as Jon Snow and Rachel Zegler as Lucy Greybeard. Definitely the two standouts of the show. And even Peter Dinklage and stuff like that as like something high bottom, I forgot his name. And Viola Davis as Dr. Gall. Yeah, they were pretty good as well. I did enjoy that as well. Also, the actual practical effects, they were pretty good as well. I did enjoy that as well. And yeah, as I said, capturing Panem in a way we've never seen it before in the past and stuff like that. And explaining the story in the past of President Snow and how he came to be this person we all know now is interesting. I felt they did that pretty well, and yeah, it's another positive of the film. Moving on to the negatives, and one thing definitely is the runtime. I get that they have a lot to tell and to show about in the movie, but honestly, 2 hours 40 was a bit much. 2 hours 20, or 2 hours 10, or 2 hours 15, 16, like the first movie or something like that, would have been perfect and fine, but 2 hours 40, I know it's not that long compared to movies like Endgame, Avatar, Way of Water, and Titanic, but honestly, I felt longer than 2 hours 40. I feel like I was sitting there in a cinema for more than 3 hours at least to say, and yeah, it was a bit long. So that was really unnecessary. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Also, I felt that I know it's good to leave on a cliffhanger, but Lucy Greybeard, we don't get to find out what happens to her at all. Like, she just disappears without a trace. Like, I was scratching my head and wondering what the heck happened to her. Even my friends were asking that question, and yeah, it's such a big mystery. Like, not even the slightest thing. Like, I mean, she's mentioned after she disappears that she might have been killed or something, but literally they could have had something better than that, not just let her run away. It's just so pathetic. But yeah, those are two big issues I had with this film. Another big main issue is the actual Hunger Games themselves in this film. Like, the games were so short. Like, honestly, they could have done something better. Like, it was kind of pathetic, honestly. Like, the arena was pathetic. The tributes weren't the best. Well, obviously, yeah. And honestly, Lucy Gray didn't do anything apart from run away and poison some water. That is really all that happened. She could at least put up something, a fight or something. And yeah, I expected something better from the games. Like, the bloodbath wasn't even that good. It was just a bunch of people fighting, and the way people died in this film wasn't that really good in it. That much. I lost the spirit that the first Hunger Games film had. And yeah, that's definitely a big drawback. Like, I was actually really excited how they would pull off the Hunger Games in this film, but they just left me disappointed, honestly, really. All we get is just this big circle dome arena and a bunch of kids fighting and stuff like that. It's just, honestly really disappointing, the games. Like, they could have done much better, but instead they pulled off that. Now, there's a few references in this film as well, which I noticed because I've seen the other 4 films, and I kind of am, being honest, a fan of the Hunger Games myself. So I noticed definitely the biggest thing was that Lucy Gray sings the Hanging Tree song, that Katniss song in Mockingjay Part 1, leaving many people to speculate that she is related to Katniss, possibly even her grandmother. I think I'm mixed in that. I think she could be, but at the same time not. Like, Katniss is there's different traits like their appearance and stuff, but yeah, Katniss is good at her bow and arrow. She's good at singing. Like, yeah, there's different things, many different things. But there's another thing that has something related to them, and that is the bow they both do. So Katniss does a bow when she shows off her skills in the first movie, and then Lucy does a bow when she is chosen as tribute after she finishes her song in the start of this film. So that's another reference I noticed, and not related to the Lucy and Candace relationship, but there is the TV show host who is, I can't remember his name. I'm so stupid. Like I can't. But his second name is Flickerman, and Caesar Flickerman, of course, from the original movies. So he could be related to him. Yeah. And the last two references I have to say is the Mockingjays. They were in this film and they referenced, and this plant called something, but it's nicknamed Katniss by Lucy. So another reference to the films. But yeah, and honestly, that is really all I have left to say about this film. It was not bad, but not good. It's just in the middle for me. It was kind of a bit disappointing, but still somewhat enjoyable in some ways, I guess. Like I said, it creates a really nice story to explain President Snow before he became president, and it also ruins it in a way with some issues that it creates itself. I don't know if I'm making sense anymore, but yeah. So out of 10, probably give this movie a 5, and out of 5 stars, probably give it a 2.5. But yeah, there we go. There's my review of The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen this movie, and if you have, did you enjoy it or not. And yeah, I doubt I've seen all the movies. I might do a Hunger Games ranking because I've seen obviously all the movies now, all 5. But yeah, before I go, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to Turner Studios, and share. And until next video, bye bye.